We live in a world where everyone is running to prove themselves. They want to prove they're right, prove they belong, prove they matter. So they talk, argue, explain, and sometimes even beg just to be noticed. But the Stoic lives differently. A Stoic doesn't beg to be seen. A Stoic doesn't chase for approval. A Stoic doesn't explain his worth because he knows silence itself is strength. What most people do when they feel misunderstood, ignored, or rejected is panic. They rush to fix it. They send another message. They explain harder. They plead for someone else to finally understand. But that kind of reaction isn't strength. It's desperation dressed as courage. Picture this. You call someone and they don't answer. You text again. You type out a long message, pouring out your soul, hoping they'll see your value. But the truth is simple. The more you explain, the more you chase, the more power you hand away. And the Stoics knew this well. Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, they understood that silence wasn't weakness, it was control. Because the moment you chase someone's attention, you've already lost your own peace. You've put your inner calm into their hands. And that isn't freedom, that's a prison. Real strength looks different. It's when someone disrespects you, and you walk away without raising your voice. Not from pride, not from anger, but from dignity. Because dignity doesn't beg. Dignity doesn't explain. Dignity simply detaches. And here's the paradox. That kind of silence terrifies people. Because when you don't react, they lose the control they thought they had over you. So today, let's uncover the kind of silence that builds power, not weakness. The kind that makes others wonder what shifted. The kind that lets your absence speak louder than any words. We'll break down 6 deep truths, 6 reasons why silence is a Stoic superpower, and why those who practice it don't chase, don't beg, and don't explain themselves. If you've ever felt drained from giving too much, misunderstood by people who never listened, or hurt by someone who walked away, this is your reminder to shift. Before we dive into the first truth, do one small thing. Like this video if it resonates, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more Stoic growth content. And most importantly, stay with me until the end, because one idea here might just change the way you carry yourself forever. And right now, drop this in the comments. My silence is my strength. Number 1. Silence makes your absence louder than words ever could. Something strange happens when you stop explaining yourself. When you stop chasing people, instead of running toward them, you step back and suddenly, they begin to notice. That's the paradox of silence. It doesn't push, it pulls. Think back to the last time you were hurt or ignored. Your instincts probably shouted, say something, defend yourself, make them see your worth. But here's the reality. The more you talk, the less they listen. The more you chase, the more they run. The more you explain, the less weight your words carry. But silence is different. When you fall silent, people don't just hear the quiet, they feel the gap you leave behind. It forces reflection. It makes them sit with what they did, without your words softening the truth. Silence holds up a mirror. It says, I noticed what happened. I felt how you treated me, but I value myself too much to explain it to you. That isn't pride, it's clarity. Because if they respected you, they wouldn't need an essay to understand. If they cared, they'd reach out. If they had maturity, they'd reflect without being told. So you go silent. And in that silence, you reclaim every ounce of power you once gave away. Number 2. Silence reveals the truth within you. The world is loud. Opinions, distractions, endless noise. But silence is where you hear what really matters, not from others, but from yourself. When heartbreak, betrayal, or confusion strikes, most people look outward. They call everyone they know for advice. They scroll endlessly for answers. They plead with the very person who hurt them, hoping the right words will undo the damage. But the Stoic turns inward, not because he doesn't feel pain, but because he knows true answers don't come from noise. They come from stillness. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you embrace silence, your thoughts settle, and in that calm, the truth rises. You might hear yourself saying, They didn't respect me. I just refused to face it. I'm not upset because they left. I'm upset because I stayed too long. I don't need their closure, I need my peace. These aren't words you get from anyone else. They arrive when you finally stop explaining, stop chasing, and simply listen. Because silence separates emotions from values. Emotions shout, chase them, prove yourself, don't let go. Values whisper, protect your peace, hold your dignity, walk away. That's why the Stoics practiced sacred stillness. Silence wasn't avoidance, it was intention. It was the doorway to wisdom most people never step through. We wrestle with the unknown, question the unquestionable, and search for meaning in places most would never look. Through history, philosophy, and the quiet whispers of human nature, we uncover the shadows of reason that shape our world. But here's the truth. The journey doesn't end here. Every question we ask, every story we tell, opens another door. If you've felt the pull of these ideas, you've found yourself reflecting, questioning, or simply wanting more, then this space is for you. This channel is about building a community of thinkers, seekers, and storytellers who believe in diving deeper than the surface. Together we'll explore philosophy, psychology, history, and the mysteries that bind them all. So if you're ready to keep walking this path with us, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Drop a like if this spoke to you, and share it with someone who craves the same depth. Because here, in the shadows of reason, every voice matters, and yours could be the spark that lights the next idea.